Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little intro. Don't worry, I'm not driving, I'm just sitting in my truck. So in September of 2022, I was down in Georgia for about 3-4 months, something like that. And while I was there, I was able to go to Camp Toccoa. If you don't know what that is, they used Camp Toccoa, Georgia in World War II for training the new airborne soldiers. I had the opportunity of going and seeing the Camp Toccoa and the Toccoa train station that's been turned into a museum, as well as go up Currahee Mountain. I've posted this video before on a different channel, but I wanted to post it on here. It's about a 30-minute long video, so sit back, relax. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it inspires you to look into some history that you might have forgotten about or just never really done any research on. But yeah, stick around. Again, I hope you enjoy it. If you do, give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe. I do plan on having more videos coming here very soon, but I've just not had an opportunity to. So again, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Thanks. What's going on, guys? So about a year ago, I was watching a video by the History Underground. It was episode 100. And sparked an interest in me. I've always been interested in World War II. Stumbled upon his channel. It's amazing. I'll definitely make sure I link him and that specific video down below. It's actually episodes 99 and 100, but sparked an interest in something I wanted to come do, and I've finally been given the opportunity to come do it. So I want to there's been a lot that's changed in the last year since he's been here, since he released that video. So I want to highlight a few of those things, and this is going to be a real short, sweet video. I definitely do not want to step on his toes by any means. He's an outstanding creator, and I absolutely love the content he puts out. So if you don't follow him, make sure you go follow him. But without further suspense, this is where I'm at. Camp Toccoa, Georgia, 1942 to 1945. For anybody that doesn't know, this is where airborne was being trained back during World War II. Very specifically, get up here to it. Had the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment that was here, 20 July 1942. They jumped in Normandy and Holland. Anybody that is a World War II history buff knows primarily of Easy Company with Lieutenant Vic Winters and all those fine, outstanding gentlemen. Also had 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment that also jumped in Normandy and Holland. 511th, which all jumped in the Pacific. And then, of course, finally had 517th that jumped in southern France. As I said, I don't want to steal JD's thunder. I'm just going to touch on a few very small things. Quite specifically, the C-47 that was still being reconstructed when he was here a year ago. Just from where I'm standing right now, it looks mostly put back together. Done a little research. I think they're still doing a few final touches, but we're gonna go see how it looks now versus a year ago. And ironically, JD was here in August of last year, and it's August right now, 2022. So kind of interesting. But here's a look at the entrance gate, and then we'll kind of really jump up into it. You can see the few buildings and the C-47. Camp Toccoa at Currahee. Let's see this fascinating place. Now, when JD was here in his video last year, this was all in pieces. He was able to actually get up into it. I'm not even going to attempt to ask or anything like that. but this is the current state of this C-47 project. Absolutely amazing to see. I apologize, it's so dark in here, but this was one of the barracks that History of Traveler and JD was actually in, the very first barracks. But in just a year, they have completely transformed. And as I said, I'll link the video down below, so if you go watch it, you can come back and watch this. When he was here, if I remember correctly, they were actually in the process of finishing it up. And now they have it fully decked out. That is awesome. I love that picture. I've seen it before. That picture is completely amazing. I believe, if I remember correctly, I heard that that picture was taken after they walked from Camp Toccoa to Atlanta, Georgia. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. This is the second barracks that they've actually got done and bedroomed up. I'm a big Jeep guy, so I love that. Go Jeep, go. Love that. Oops. That hurts. Poor Jeep. Like the little history. This is PFC Johnson, the 517. So I know, as I said, this is going to be a very, very short, sweet, to the point video, just kind of a recap of everything that JD did here last year. I don't know if he's got any videos coming from, because I know he was here this year in June of 2022. But I just wanted to, since I was here, I just wanted to kind of do my own little vlog video, I guess, on the difference from a year ago to now. And I have to say, if you are ever around Toccoa, Georgia, or within driving distance, or just in general, you need to come see this. I mean, you know, you've got the barracks that's been reconstructed. You know, there's the original building down there. You know, just everything. They're still in the process of getting this built, or ready to be fully built. I'm not 100% sure. Just the amount of history and the amount of men that walked and stood on this road and went out that gate all the way down there to run up Currahee, which I'm going to do that here after a bit. I'm only in Toccoa for one day, and I want to hit both, obviously Camp Toccoa, but I'm also going to go to the train station in downtown Toccoa, and it's already like noon, 1 o'clock, something like that. So once I get done in town, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the 3 miles up, 3 miles down in the hottest part of the day, because why not? That's what we do. But absolutely, if you ever get a chance to come here, definitely do it. They run off of donations. I made a little purchase, you know, anything to help keep this history alive. Absolutely, 100% definitely recommend it. You will not be disappointed. And just, you know, just the, like I said, the amount of history that's here, that's being preserved and hopefully continued on to where even my kids can come down here and see it, and their kids could come down here and see it. Because nowadays we have so much history that's being lost because people are being too sensitive and being too hurt and all this stuff. That's why history is there. It's to keep from mistakes happening again. So 100%, I don't want to ramble on, but 100%, if you get a chance to come down here, definitely come down here. The folks that were here today, I did not catch their names, but they are wonderful people. Wonderful people. Definitely come check it out. So I'm over here at the train station, and again, I don't want to step on JD's toes by any means. He did an absolutely phenomenal job when he was here documenting everything. Just want to kind of show a few things that I'm seeing that I don't think he showed, and I know it wasn't intentional by any means, but I just want to do kind of my spearhead view of it. Probably won't do a lot of talking. I'm still right in the first room that, you know, you walk into when you first come in here, and it's more just the local history and different things, you know, as JD said. I'm gonna link, he did like 3 videos down here. I'm gonna make sure I link at least the 2. The third one was walking up Currahee, but I'll probably go ahead and link it and just link to his channel in general, because phenomenal content creator. So let's see what else we can find. Just enjoy it. It's been a great day so far. Went to Camp Toccoa, went to the train station, went through the museum. I'm sure you've seen by now. I didn't film a whole lot. Just more wanted to take it in, and I think JD did an excellent job there as well. Now, when it's 90 degrees, I'm going up Currahee. Video does definitely not give it justice of this incline. Camp Toccoa is right there, to give you an idea. We're going up in elevation right now. Absolutely. I'm not going to film a whole lot of this, so I'm just walking. I'm going to take this time doing this 3 miles up just to think about what all those... I'm already out of breath, folks. But I'm going to take this time just to reflect and think back on all those gentlemen that had to do this. You know, that signed up to do this in full gear. You know, yeah, their gear is different than what it was. Their gear is different than what it is now, by far. But that doesn't make anything better. You know, yeah, there's similarities, but there's so many differences, folks. If you've never been in the military, done anything with the military, you know, I'm out here in tennis shoes. Could have easily done this in combat boots, but I chose to do it in tennis shoes. But our combat boots today are not leather, unless you're in jump boots. But our designs and comfort for our feet, because you know we have to take care of our feet. If we don't take care of our feet, we're not moving, we're not going. Look at this, it's a little overgrown, but you know, as I was saying, you know, our combat boots are so much better today than they were 80 years ago for World War II. They're better now than what they were in Desert Storm. But those men that did this, tough guys. But, all right, well, I'm gonna keep walking. I'm barely into it. Let's get this done. So I will see you guys when I'm at the top. I'm out for now. Made it to the top. That is definitely a huge challenge. If you think you're in shape, good luck. I'm not in the best shape that I could be in. I thought I was decently in shape. No. That last like quarter mile smoked me for sure. That incline's like this. No joke, no nothing. Nothing, you know. First, I definitely want to say, anybody that has made this walk, just even the walk, my hat is off to you. Now, if you have rode a bike, or if you have ran this, man, I owe you a beer. This is definitely no joke. But, I will say, besides all the graffiti that's up here, the view is excellent. Check this out. Definitely worth it. Like I said, besides all the graffiti, can't beat it. I've done a hike up a trail in Arkansas before. Can't remember that trail. It smoked me. This view is by far better, in my opinion. So, I'm gonna relax for a little bit. Drink some water. I've been drinking water. I got my backpack, that's what's in it. mainly just water. But I'm gonna relax, recuperate a little bit. Then I'm gonna go 3 miles back down to my car. Made it. Proud of myself. Proud of you if you've done this walk. All right, see you at the bottom. Folks, we're almost done. Check this out. I don't know how well you can see it. Right there, the gate. They close that gate when it's dark so people aren't going up there. That's like most of the way there. I'm almost done. I've got maybe less than a half mile, probably even closer to a quarter mile left. I know I've already said it once, but I'm going to say it again. This trail is no joke. If you're not in shape, don't try it. If you think you're in shape, work out more. But I will say, I am very humbled and honored to have been able to do this. Nobody told me I had to do this. You know, you can drive up this trail. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this specifically for all those men that came through here in the 1940s and gave their blood, sweat, and tears running up Currahee. It just puts you in a different feeling. Makes you feel small, which I try to be a very humble individual for sure, but this definitely knocked me back even farther because I'm in tennis shoes, carrying a backpack with some water in it. I could not run this right now in the 48 minutes that they had to run it in. Be completely honest, it took me about an hour just to go up. I had to stop 3 or 4 times, but you know what, that's okay, because at the end of the day, I've done it. Still walked it, just like many of you probably have. Just like many of you probably want to. The end is in sight. I'm gonna finish this out strong. All right, folks, I know how I'm feeling right now. I can only imagine what all the men that trained here felt like when they came down this hill, started seeing those buildings. You know, yeah, there were more buildings down through here, but right now those are the only buildings that are here. I can only imagine how happy they were to see those buildings. I can only imagine how happy they were, thinking, yes, we're done, we've completed it for today, for right now. And get some water, go get some good airborne and army training, continue on. I can only imagine. I know I'm excited to see it just because You know, I just walked 3 miles up, and here I am finishing 3 miles down Currahee. You know, like I said, it's an honor to be able to do this. It's a privilege, you know. But just seeing those, that's awesome. Seeing the vehicles down there, that's even better. Don't get me wrong, I've absolutely loved doing this, but I'm tired. It's a long walk up. Today has been a thrill. Got to come to Camp Toccoa, get to see it, get to see some of the buildings and the barracks that they were in. C-47, absolutely awesome. I went over to the rail station, went to the museum, and last but not least, I finished it up by coming up the mountain. Absolutely amazing day. I got a little bit of a late start this morning, but that was on me. That was my fault. But you know what? I still accomplished everything I wanted to do. I still got to do everything I got to do. JD, appreciate all the videos you do, man. You're the one that really sparked me into actually trying to get down here and come do this. It just happened to be falling into my lap that I was able to come do this. But appreciate you, appreciate all the folks that are dealing with Camp Toccoa and the rail station and Toccoa itself. Again, if you have a chance to come down here, you will not be disappointed. I promise you that. It's amazing. All right, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the video. This was my first vlog video. We'll see how it comes out, see how everybody likes it. Until then, I'm out, y'all.